Alright lads, so the 10th anniversary of Brave Souls news has just wrapped up. I'm still on holiday right now, but I do want to at least talk about all the news that we did get today. And since I'm on holiday, the quality itself might not be the best, but shout out to Molly Prim for making this whole post because it makes it easier for my job right now while on holiday, right? So we're just going to go through all the news that we did get today, right? So one of the first big things that we did get, we've already spoke about it on the channel. We already summoned on the banner because the banner is available right now. We actually are getting an anniversary prelude banner. Important to note that too, these are not the anniversary headliners. That will be happening July 23rd. But I'd say these are the anniversary countdown characters, the pre-anniversary characters, similar to Mugetsu Ichigo last year, right? And of course, one of the bigger ones they could do this year was 6th anniversary Aizen. I'm not sure I'm going to show the gameplay in this video, but, you know, we'll talk about the skills at the very least. Both Aizen and also Byakuya are very good units, especially before an upcoming anniversary. They are what we want in units in a way where, you know, of course they are going to be designed for Guild Quest. These characters want to be used in Guild Quest, but none of them have any Guild Quest specific skills. Aizen has really good damage output, and Byakuya especially, for some reason, has even more damage output. But Aizen's art and visuals, in my opinion, are actually very good. The only thing I don't like about this character, but then again, it's the problem I have with every anniversary remake, is the fact that they don't have any unique background. It's the ugly premium background, but for the art itself, it's actually really cool. And I loved seeing more stuff from a character like 6th anniversary Aizen. The character itself was almost perfect, and it's really cool seeing more lore. I don't want to say lore, but like more abilities and attacks from a character that we've been fond of for the last 4 or 5 years. And the same goes for Byakuya. He also looks really cool. We'll talk about them more in a second, right? But these are the 2 new characters. They're available right now in a banner. Do they actually show the banner format? Honestly, it's not the greatest. The unfortunate thing here is that they brought back the terrible step-up format where you have 1 free multi at the start, which is cool. We always like free stuff. But then you only get 1 guaranteed 5-star on step 6. After that, there's no pity. There's no more discounts, there's no more guarantees. If you haven't already went ahead and summoned, I would probably recommend it depending on your orb count, but don't go too deep. Don't go past step 6. My goal in this banner was to do a couple singles and go to step 6, and that was it. If I get something, great. If not, we can come back later and get them on. They are premium units, so they are available through free summons, through tickets, more specifically tickets if you are saving those for the 10th anniversary, and they'll be back eventually, right? Probably in a better banner because they're not guaranteed here. And it's also worth noting too, the banner itself is lasting until the end of the month where we are going to get our swimsuit character announcements on like the 27th, 28th. So you don't need to pull on this banner right now, but the characters themselves are worth it. They're actually really good. But ultimately it's going to come down to you whether you want to summon right before the upcoming 10th anniversary, which are going to be better characters. Even though these 2 characters are great, 10th Annie is going to be probably highlighting the best characters of the year, right? That's usually the pattern. Now, one thing that's worth noting too, which maybe builds more anticipation for the upcoming 10th anniversary, is that, you know, if they're doing 6th Annie Aizen and 5th anniversary Byakuya right now, as you know, the prelude countdown to the upcoming 10th anniversary, what does that mean for the 10th anniversary? You know, the big question right now is whether part 1 is going to be original or 1000 Year Blood War, and I feel like, especially now more than ever, if they're doing something like this, they can't follow up with the first part of the anniversary being 1000 Year Blood War canon characters. So for those that are really wanting anniversary original characters this year for the 10th anniversary, we very well might get that, and this might even be a sign of that. But even so, it's really cool to see once more original characters in the game, even if they are remakes, because that's something we've been wanting for the last couple or so years now, as we've been solely focused on 1000 Year Blood War. Now, one thing that we're also getting part of this campaign is a retweet campaign. All we have to do is get 10,000 reactions, but depending on the image or post on Discord, Twitter, Instagram, for example, that gets the most interactions will determine what reward we do get. Now, for the most part, the Hogakus, the Wills, the Soul tickets are the exact same. The only difference is the 6-star summon ticket that we do get. Now, the 6-star ticket, I don't know if it is a selector or if it's just a random 6-star of the characters in the selection, but the character selection themselves isn't really the greatest. It's essentially a ticket of Aizen characters and also Byakuya, but only counting premium seasonals. I honestly don't know which one has more value. In all honesty, they're kind of both on the same tier. So at this point, just interact with who you like more. Do you want an Aizen ticket or do you want a Byakuya ticket? If you want Aizen, go vote for Aizen. If you want Byakuya, go vote for Byakuya. Continuing on with the news, we also did get an updated roadmap. So we do know near the end of this month, maybe at the start of July, we are going to finally get the update regarding the auto setup feature and also the attribute tree multi-power up feature. They spoke about it within the last month, but we do now have an update regarding epic raid. It's kind of been pushed back a bit to near the end of the year, more so around September time. But also, this could be potentially even bigger news, right? right, is that sometime after the anniversary in August, right, we are going to get a new co-op quest. So I'm kind of excited and curious to see what that is going to be, because right now I'm really not sure what we actually need in co-op in terms of just new content. Obviously, something new to play and fun would be fun. We haven't had a farming piece of content for quite some time besides, you know, the anniversary events, which are happening right now. By the way, we'll talk about that in a minute. But I am curious to see what the purpose of this co-op event is going to be. Remember, it's not mentioned here, but we are going to get an Extreme Co-op update sometime this year as well. So the reason to play Extreme Co-op might also get changed or improved upon. Right now, the main reason you play co-op is to farm links or potions and, you know, droplets and super links or potions. So I'm curious to see what this is going to be. Is it going to be a place to farm power up, Chris? I'm not too sure, because that would invalidate the reason to do the daily ones. Whatever it is going to be at this point, I do welcome a farming content, not something you maybe just do daily. But other than that, we only know that we are getting new co-op quests. They don't mention anything about what the quest will do, what it's even going to be about. But if it's fun, I'm down for it, and I'm looking forward to more content. Now with that, we also do get an update regarding the People's Choice Brave Souls original costume poll. And for those that don't remember, this happened over a year ago at this point, where we got to vote for characters to appear in an upcoming banner and what outfits they will wear. They did tease us last week when they announced this live stream. They will be finally giving us some long-awaited news, and we technically got that, but we don't have any characters officially confirmed. Morita in the live stream, the voice actor of Ichigo, did want to say those names, but the dev team, you know, doesn't want to announce characters super far in advance, because we still have no idea when these characters are coming out. Probably sometime, of course, at this point after the 10th anniversary. I would probably say September end of month is a good time for them, maybe August end of month. But the news that we did get, if we just skip forwards, is that the themes that gathered the most votes was Spirit Society and also Orient Society. So I'm personally excited for that. These are definitely my two favorite society banners that were on the list of options for characters that we could potentially get. I know personally all three names that I voted for were all Spirit Society, and it's also a seasonal design that we've not had in quite some time. And then Orient Society, maybe that's just me being a fan of the banner they actually did pick here. These aren't the characters, but this was the original Orient Society banner. It's one of the few society banners that only ever got one banner. Future Society is potentially one of those. We also had the Desert Society. So I'm actually very excited that two of my personal favorites were actually selected in the list of characters. Again, we don't know who the characters are going to be, but the three characters that will be in this upcoming banner whenever they do release will consist of Spirit Society and also Orient Society. Now remember, they also did have another poll where we got to vote for a character to be remade. My personal vote was Orient Eliel. Maybe she won, I don't know. But the main thing to take away from this part of the video is that the voting banner is getting closer and closer to release, even though it's still probably quite a while off. Few months away. But if you wanted to know what the pattern was, the theming was for this upcoming banner, it is going to be Spirit Society and also Orient Society. Next up though, let's hop into the game. We currently have a renewed version campaign going on featuring Byakuya and also of course Aizen. Really cool art. Again, I think that artwork looks super cool, especially when not paired with the, you know, very ugly 6-star premium background. So the banner right now is available, Aizen and also Byakuya. We already spoke about it quite a bit. Like I said at the start of the video, right? It's a banner you do 7 steps in total. 6 steps go to the guarantee. Limit yourself. If you get lucky, great, amazing. If not, stay away. Don't go past step 6. Trust me, I've been there. We've all been there if you've been a veteran of this game. If you played before the 8th anniversary, it's not a good banner to go down to 0. And especially in this case with no pity. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But if we scroll down and have a look at the characters, right? Again, Aizen is really good. So he's a powered Captain Killer. Captain Killer Plus, by the way. His EX attack is a wide range Vortex attack, which I think looks really cool, by the way. When it comes to his soul trait, a really good soul trait, 20% sad and also recharge. And then the skills here are actually fairly solid. So we have Frenzy +2, 80% strong attack damage. Mind you, there's an extra 20% from the soul trait. So Frenzy +2, 100% Berserker, 20% more damage at full stamina. He has the long stride built in with 2 extra flash steps. That stuff I appreciate, right? These characters were clearly designed in mind for guild quests, but don't want to be limited to that game mode. When was the last time we had a character with long stride built in? You know, it's kind of rare nowadays at the same time, especially for mid-months, because that's what these are. Even though they're special units, they are mid-months. Having Frenzy +2 and also a super high Berserker is actually really good alongside the, you know, all status immunity. He has the 80% spiritual pressure boost, a very strong kit, by the way. His SA2 is the tracking vortex. From the looks of his strong attack kit is almost the exact same, or probably the exact same as the original 6th anniversary Aizen. So what you're getting with this unit is basically the same unit, just better in a different attribute, and also just has different visuals, but equally as good visuals in my opinion. But also top that up too, he also does have Dominate 100% damage. So that's really good. Really good damage from this Aizen with a very good soul trait, very good EX move, and just very good character in general. He does have Dominate and Drain, by the way, so they took off the weakening for the Dominate, which I guess is more relevant right now for content like Guild Quest, for example, where this character wants to be used in. Drain and Weakening before for the 690 Aizen didn't age the best because the Weakening wears off in like a second and then the Drain stays there, so it takes a while to re-inflict the status augment. At least now with the Drain and Dominate, it will stop the enemies from attacking you because this character doesn't have Poise Break, but you'll constantly be able to do a lot more damage from the 100% more damage to dominated enemies. So Aizen looks really good in my opinion. Then we just go and have a look at Byakuya. Byakuya also looks like insanely good. So he is a Stamina Killer Plus, really good for Guild Quest because this Guild Quest phase does need him. The only good SP lead for this Guild Quest, Range Stamina Killer, is the Part 2 Anniversary Toshiro, the Hollow Bankai one. So he definitely needs a replacement, but also just an additional character. So Byakuya's EX attack, because he also does have one, is a kind of vortex that surrounds him. Really good AoE, going to be again great for Guild Quest content, just crowd control in general, right? Another good soul trait, 20 side for recharge, Sprinter +2, Havoc, standard skills that we have with Aizen. And then damage output again here is also quite insane, as he has Frenzy +2, 50% Berserker, with 40% more strong attack damage at full stamina, increased status and chance. He has Paralysis Plus, all status immunity, long stride built in, more damage to paralyzed enemies. Like, this is insane. This is like anniversary end of year level character for someone like him. In my opinion, just thanks to the Frenzy free, Byakuya looks a bit more crazier. Maybe will age better when compared to Aizen, and also more needed because this Guild Quest phase only has access to one character. But then again, the same can be said for Range Captain. But both characters are equally good. Both have high damage output in different ways, right? You know, Byakuya only has the 50% more damage to paralyzed enemies, meanwhile Aizen has the 100%, but he has Frenzy free, so it feels like maybe Aizen should have Frenzy free, but regardless, both of them are really good. I believe it's also mentioned here, so if I scroll up, that Byakuya does also have a enhanced strong attack 2. It's an AoE around him. Initially we thought it was a pushback attack. No, it's basically Kenpachi, 9th Annie Kenpachi's SA2, just an AoE around him. Really good. It's a superior strong attack 2 is what he does have. I kind of forgot the name. And again, we already spoke about the banner. Part of me dislikes and likes the filler pool. Like, I do like they included the other anniversary units. So I think for an anniversary Prelude banner, while it doesn't make for the greatest set of fillers, I think if you're new to the game, maybe just starting before the anniversary while this banner is potentially still out, you know, you get to summon for past Annie characters, which you don't always get to do. Like, personally, I was actually kind of excited to get this Okiura, because I did need one more copy to max transcend him. These characters aren't widely available. You know, the only way you can get them is from summon tickets, maybe free summons. So I don't dislike the filler pool, and I would have been more accepting of the filler pool, again, if the banner itself was a good format. The 6-step format is what kills this banner. So it's good characters, really cool units. I want to be more excited for them, and I want to, you know, praise Caleb for the effort they put in these characters. But then again, the banner format kind of just sours the entire mood because it's just not good. We thought we were kind of done with that, right? But some other exciting news, though. We have some login bonuses, 100 soul tickets, 80 spirit orbs. We also finally have the 10th anniversary countdown login bonus. That is starting on the 22nd. So for those that are wondering where the upcoming 10th anniversary teaser trailer is, it's going to happen on the 22nd or 23rd. Probably the 23rd, and that pretty much probably shows us that the anniversary itself will be also happening on the 23rd of July, like it's supposed to. Every other year it starts on the 23rd, but last year for some reason it started like 5 days earlier. But for those that want to know when the, you know, anniversary is happening, it's July 23rd, right? Remember, the Byakuya and Aizen are not the anniversary headliners. But some of the special login bonuses is that we get some soul tickets, essence scrolls, but most importantly, a power move source. So that's really cool. If you get Aizen and you like the character, you want to dupe him out, you can do that if you log in for 30 days, but you got to make sure to log in for 30 days. You'll see here, right, that the countdown campaign is only lasting 30 days. So if you miss a single day, no power special move source. So make sure you log in every single day at least once. That's all you got to do to claim a very rare and special item. And I'm also curious, are we going to get 2 more during the anniversary? Because that seems to be the pattern. So we're potentially getting 3 move sources this year. Potentially, not guaranteed, but we're definitely going to get another one when the anniversary does start. We're getting a power one right in time for the anniversary. After that, we have some just, you know, event orders, nothing super crazy, right? We also do have the renewed special co-op quest. So this is basically the anniversary co-op event that basically returns like every 2 months now at this point. It's no new content con, by the way, it's only a 5-star mind con, but when this does return during the anniversary, July 23rd, maybe early August, we should get a new and final con in the technique attribute. So this is more so like the last rerun for the Mindcon if you've not yet got him. But yeah, this is the co-op event that it's worth farming if you want to get super links or potions, maybe summon tickets. They don't show summon tickets here, but they will likely be there. If the rates are as high as last time, it's definitely going to be worth farming. I got quite lucky a lot of times during the last set. The unfortunate thing though is the only 2 times bonuses, or the 50% increase rate, are those new characters, Aizen and also Byakuya. So, you know, you're kind of forced to now summon on a bad banner if you want to have the most out of this event. Then again, it's only here for a couple of days. It's fine if you miss it. Just do the 100 runs or get the 5-star ticket and then call it quits. Wait for the anniversary version, and then you can run it again with the actual anniversary units, more available characters more so. But it also does feature all these characters bonuses too if you want to actually use them. Alongside that, we also do have a renewed campaign special quest. This is basically a boss rush. Essentially, it's 25 free spirit orbs. You get to go against the anti-characters. Decent daily quest for those that want the rewards. It's just links or potions, right? Nothing super crazy. Similar to the one that we had with Full Hollow and also Segunda Tapa Okiora. And then we also have a point event that started today. So, of course, worth farming, as always, if you have a lot of bonuses. And I think it's just going to give you more information regarding Byakuya and also Aizen. We have Urulu and Jinta's free daily quest returning. Might as well do that every day. Potentially get some soul tickets. And that's pretty much all the news that we did get for today's live stream. Pretty decent, right? We got some news regarding upcoming updates, a potential new co-op quest, free power special move source, really cool characters that I want to be, again, more excited about. The whole banner situation is kind of just spoiling the mood since it's just a very bad format, right? If you summoned on the banner already, if you summoned on it in the past, you know it's just not good. No pity system, only one guaranteed 5-star. It just sucks if you want to spend orbs. Which is why the banner format itself never made sense, right? Because I would have spent more money, more orbs on the event, or the banner more so, had there been better steps. But when you're telling me to stop at step 6, I'm gonna stop at step 6. But you know, if we ignore the banner format, overall we have some pretty cool stuff coming our way. Excited to try and get Byakuya in the future. Excited to try out Aizen because I personally did pull him. The power special move source is really cool, and I'm also excited to finally see who actually won the costume poll banner that we voted for. And the fact that there are Spirit Society characters and also Orange Society characters in that banner gets me more excited because I think they're 2 pretty cool seasonal banners. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed the video. This will pretty much be the last video I upload until the 18th when I get back to the UK. So when we get back, we'll talk about more of the characters later on, the community reaction, etc. and continue the post-daily upload. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys next time. Take care and peace.